We are not looking at retaliatory measures or measures that are punitive.
Prime Minister Justin Trudeau says Canada isn't looking for a fight with the U.S. after the White House ordered 3M, a critical supplier of COVID-19 medical gear, to stop shipping its products to an ally, Canada. Trudeau says he plans to talk to President Donald Trump in the coming days so the countries can come up with a diplomatic solution.
We know that it is in both of our interests to continue to work collaboratively and cooperatively to keep our citizens safe, and that's very much the tenor of our conversations, and I'm confident that we're going to get there.
President Trump on Friday signed a directive forcing 3M to make its N95 respirators exclusively for the U.S. market.
I've talked to Penny, the president of 3M, twice this morning. I'm very, very concerned.
Ontario Premier Doug Ford is among the Canadian politicians condemning the U.S. for refusing to export N95 masks.
We're at war, and they want to shut things down with their closest ally in the world. That's unacceptable.
The surgical masks provide essential protection for healthcare workers treating infected patients and can be the difference between life and death.
We will continue to work very, very hard to remind the Americans, as I will in my conversation with President Trump when it happens in the coming days, that we are, both of us, interlinked in ways that means that it would hurt both of our countries in our ability to protect our citizens were supply chains to be disrupted.
It's unclear how many of the life-saving masks Canada gets from 3M and what impact any attempt to block the trade of urgently needed medical supplies could have on Canada's stockpile. But Trudeau does promise in 48 hours there will be a plane bringing millions of masks from China to Canada.
We continue to work with suppliers around the world to ensure that we do get the medical equipment that we need.
The other part, though, and this is not something that's going to happen today, but hopefully, in several weeks, months, is that we're also ramping up and looking at our domestic capacity to manufacture and make the type of essential medical equipment here in Canada, so we don't have to, quote, rely on the sort of the global markets.
Trudeau also highlighted Canada's very important role in America's own fight against COVID-19, pointing out that we ship gloves and testing kits to the U.S. Thousands of our healthcare professionals cross the border every day to work in American hospitals, and the materials for those masks originate here in Canada. But Trudeau reiterated Canada will not punish the U.S. For City News, I'm Caryn Ceolin.